see the bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad tongues moving. Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life.
All right, people. I know this is a pretty big picture, but that camera is all the way back in the all the way back against the wall. The only way I can make myself smaller for you guys is to get way back here. Of course, then you wouldn't be able to hear me very well. But, well, maybe I'll do that. I'm watching to see how far back I No. Then you just see me in that way. Hell with it. All right. Now, this is going to be a Q&A session and some extra information, basically. Hello, Glenn Spencer. Hello, Clay. Hello, Thor Anderson. And hello, everybody else. Holy shit, 7 viewers just started. Nice. Well, let me get the bandwidth up so you guys will have it much simpler. There we go. Yeah. Actually, just to show you guys real quick where this camera is, I got it hooked up on on that wall. This is my computer. That's the wall. This is the best place for me right now. Oop, yeah, there we are. Well, there we go. All you have to do is see the top of my head. See how bald I'm going. Call-in phone number. Well, I'll get the FCC going right now. Not the Federal Communication Commission. It is the it's the free conference call, and we should be able to get a good calling and everything going like that. I was hoping people would put questions and stuff. Yeah, fuck that. Nope. Damn. There we go. And there you guys hear some interesting noises. I was hoping that people would give me some questions in the comments. I guess we're going to have to do by phone call. Conference call. I will type in the number. Oh, it's not even. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I don't have Big B covering for me on this, so I have to do it myself. Oh, believe me, I will be shaving later tonight. That's okay, though. Number is access code. All right, and I will start it up right now. It's just a call.
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. You are the only participant in this conference.
I'm going to have to mute this, otherwise you guys are going to hear the... There we go. All right, this is going to be the number, guys, to call in and give me questions. I'll give you answers the best I can. I won't give you my actual phone number out. I will not give you my address, but just about anything else I can pretty much tell you. And we do have a little bit of news I wanted to get to let everybody know. Kind of things that we've been looking at. Kind of things I'm just seeing on Facebook and stuff like that. Actually, hell with it. Let's keep this going so we can get a person right in right off the bat. So call in, guys. Let's do some Q&A. Yeah. Until then, the news. Thor Anderson says retracted. The last I heard was what you guys have all heard. Pete was going to be allowed to be released to go to a halfway house, blah, 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 all that bullshit. But because Nevada hasn't allowed him to be released yet, he's not released. That's the last I heard. I don't know any extra details. I'm not in the close groups of that because, honestly, I only met Pete once face-to-face. Well, technically twice whenever my wife and I first went over to the, let's see, right number, right? Because nobody's calling. 641-715-3580. Access code is 575362. Yep. When my wife and I first went over to the refuge, he was just coming out. Last I heard, he was still in Portland. He's in great spirits, and Deb's doing fine. News-wise, what I was actually wanting to talk about was there's a couple of things. First one was it's off of Conservative Tribune. Democrats and liberals have traditionally claimed to be the party of peace. They are almost always opposed to any and all war and believe that if everyone just talked about their feelings, the world would be a much better place. Those of us who live in reality understand that the world isn't that simple. There are bad people and bad countries that are always out to get us. But that's all, folks. But the Second Amendment guarantees our rights to defend ourselves against anyone who would threaten our way of life. And the First Amendment allows us to express that right very clearly. Here's the thing. Here's the picture. And I'll screen share it for you guys real quick so you can see it. This is a picture that somebody took, which is, I think it's funny as hell. Come on. There we are. Start screen share. Present to everyone. As you guys can see, due to the price increase on ammo, do not expect a warning shot. Sorry, but times are hard. Then at the very bottom area, you see that one, the this is my peace symbol. Okay, let's get it bigger. Well, that's about as big as I can get it for you guys. That is a peace symbol, in my opinion. It is extremely good. So, yeah, evidently, people are getting outraged over that right there, saying, oh, you're just a crazy person like that. Here's another one that I found really annoying, and I'm not going to screen share it, but let's see. Anybody in here? Nope, nobody in here yet. Okay. The University of Minnesota has started an annual moment of silence for those who passed away during the 9/11 terrorist attack. The ruckus was started when Theo Menon, an Minnesota Student Association representative and a member of the College Republicans, brought out a resolution to the Minnesota Student Association on October 6, 2015, to request a moment of recognition on the anniversary of the terrorist attacks. The resolution simply read, whereas the tragic events of September 11th, 2011, or 2001, still have a lasting effect on students and staff, whereas the events of that date are of immeasurable importance to the world we live in today, whereas there is currently no recognition of this events on the University of Minnesota. Twin Cities campus, therefore, be it resolved that the Minnesota State Association formally recommends to the University of Minnesota administration that there be a moment of recognition on September 11th and all the years following. I honestly thought, hey, that's a really good thing. Yeah. I thought, hey, that's what we need. We need more moments of silence for any of the false flags that we find and that kind of stuff. Basically, think about it, guys. People lost their lives, and whose fault was it? Not ours. Not really a terrorist either, unless you consider the corruption in the government, the terrorists. Well, here's what it continues to say. This is back to the story. What I just read was what the person had said to basically say, hey, we need a moment of silence every year on that anniversary. And I thought that was a good idea. Well, here's what is continuing on this. Notice that nowhere in the resolution is there mentions of Muslims or Islams, but that did not deter the at-large MSA. No, I said, Mary Brown, I said the corrupted part of the government. There's a difference. Notice that nowhere in the resolution is there mentions of Muslims or Islam, but that did not deter the at-large MSA representative and director of diversity and inclusion, David Al-Gadi, from writing, the passage of this resolution might make a space that is unsafe for students on campus even more unsafe. Islamophobia and racism fueled through that are alive and well. When will we start having moments of silence for all the times white folks have done something terrible? Sorry. There you go, Mary. Sorry about the accent and everything. I just thought it would be funny. Hey, Big B, how you doing? The student government representatives voted against the original resolution brought forth by Menon by 36 to 24. Then a brutal fight dealing with criticism broke out, which ended with UNM President Eric Kohler to announce on Wednesday that he will go ahead and solemnize the moment of silence, stating that we certainly did hear from folks on this. Even La Pisca, a spokesperson for UNM, added, Dean Johnston and President Kohler wanted to make sure the folks were aware that the university is committed to honoring the victims. All right, right here. This right here basically shows, in my opinion, how people are getting scared, how people are afraid to step up and say, you know what? None of this was ever about Muslims or Islamics. None of that. They were saying the victims. They weren't saying a moment of silence so that we can think on the terrorists, the supposed Muslim terrorists. They didn't say anything on that. They wanted a moment of silence to basically say, hey, a lot of Americans died. A great tragedy happened. Let's give them respect. Let's give them honor, because it was just horrible. That's basically what I saw that the moment of silence is about. But guilty conscience and everything like that, or people who are racist and are looking for any reason to turn the racism on other people, jump in and start saying this shit. So basic, and also, I mean, there's that one, that simple one right there. I'm going to see about getting another one if I have it. No, no others. I have been seeing over and over again how the Muslims are complaining how horrible their life is and stuff like that. You know what? You have a freedom of religion. You have a freedom of speech. So do I. You cannot come to this country, be part of this country, become a citizen, and then say, oh, I am Muslim. You must listen to me. No, you cannot say that shit. You must follow jihadid law. You must follow that the way that Allah says. You cannot say that shit. Fuck no. Because it is freedom of religion. You can say, I am Muslim, I am Islamic, and I believe in Allah. You can say that if you want, but you cannot try to make other people do what you think is right. And I even saw a video, well, not a video, a little clip that basically stated that the UN is actually thinking about making Americans pay reparations for the slavery of our ancestors. The UN has nothing to do with America. We are a part of the UN, but we did not really vote to be part of it. The corrupted government, the corrupted side of the government said, oh, well, we'll join that because that's going closer to our whole New World Order thing. We're going to keep that going. And I am going to look and see. Again, no callers. Those are the stories I got, and those are pretty much all I wanted to talk about on that. Sorry about that, Clay. I actually love accents. It's how you Americans say fun as a monkey of bag. Oh, no, bag of monkeys. Yes, that is the way. No, stuff like that. Oh, there was. I'm just doing America, but I see that other countries are basically reporting. Our country is not reporting it, but other countries are reporting attacks on females from refugees. Big groups of refugees causing problems. Other countries are reporting that. America, mainstream media, oh no, we ain't gonna touch that. Our masses say we can't do that. I mean, come on, that is bullshit. Now, Christy. Yep, there we go. I'm trying to keep up with all you guys in the chat room too. So if you have a question in there, go ahead and ask it. If you guys don't feel like jumping into the phone, which I'm going to type that phone number in again. And you guys can listen to music while I do that. It's the hold music on this thing. It's fun. So you guys love my accents whenever I'm quoting. Okay, sounds like fun. I am going to mute that and look at the attendee list. Nobody's calling in. All right, so any questions from chat room, or you guys can call in. Jay Grady, welcome. Sorry, there's a bit of a latency in between what I see and what's there. And so Mary Brown, basically, because she was Muslim, she expected special treatment, huh? Holy crap, we have somebody jump in. Hold on a moment and unmute. All right, 706 wireless.
Thanks.
Hey, can you mute your YouTube thing?
Muted.
All right. I hope everybody else can hear you. What's up, man?
All right, this is Sar. What topic would you like to talk about?
Honestly, I was hoping you guys would have questions for me, and if I can answer them, I will. I'm trying out a Q&A thing here, so what do you think about anything I've talked about so far?
I think it's you're doing quite well on there. One of the things that is not brought up, and this may be off topic for some of the folks on here, is probably the biggest cover-up in the history of the world, and that's Fukushima.
Okay, you're talking about the earthquake that got the. Wait, I'm not fully sure what you're talking about.
Fukushima is the triple melt-throughs in Fukushima, Japan, that happened on 3/11/11. We're in there about 1,820 days right now, going on 5 years on March 11th. Completely off the news, all mainstream media, because it's a situation that there is no solving. The technology does not exist. They're hoping in 75 years they'll figure out what to do with it. In the meantime, these silly people started up more reactors. In fact, one 30 miles from the volcano that just went off, Sendai.
Okay. Now, you said that.
Well, then, if you couple, go ahead.
Oh, you were saying that that's a big cover-up. And
well, yes, you don't see Fukushima mentioned on any of the mainstream news anymore.
Nope. Yeah, and you don't see a lot of stuff being revealed or talked about on the mainstream media, because the mainstream media doesn't want a panicking populace. They want people to pay attention to little things like racial diversion and make sure that you buy these new gadgets that show up, and make sure you watch the who's going to be your next master in the presidential elections kind of crap. That's what they want you to focus on instead of what's really happening out there.
And in the meantime, they left the Southern California Gas Company, which actually is owned by a company out of the United States. It's not red, white, and blue American. They've let that methane well run wild for months and months and months, and poisoning the North San Fernando Valley and all the people in the Rants. That didn't even go away.
Yeah. Well, do you know my personal opinion why the Californian gas leaks actually got more press than the gas leaks that are happening even today, as far as I know, over in Texas? Do you know why that the media did California than instead of Texas?
Because Aaron Brockovich went in there and did an interview.
That and all of our celebrities, all the people we watch on TV and stuff are there in California.
That's right. And the Oscars were coming out. They had to do something, didn't they?
Exactly. Had to be like, oh, are they okay? I see they're a little bit sickly. Did they breathe in that methane gas? Yeah, fuck that. If they died, 50 other people would show up and say, all right, we're the new actors. Pretty much that quick and simple. I know we love our actors, especially the older ones.
Too bad they don't have any of them living in St. Louis, where the Westboro landfill fire is creeping closer and closer to those thousands of barrels of radioactive waste. And they can't put that one out either.
Okay, that one I was not aware of. I'll have to research it. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that if you can?
There's a landfill that is next to a nuclear waste dump in almost downtown St. Louis, on the edges up by the airport, that caught on fire. And it's like the coal fires in Kentucky. You can't smother it. It just sits there. I'm a volunteer fireman for 51 years. We actually went back the next year to Yellowstone in the 88 fires and found tree roots that were still smoldering, and that was from after the winter. So this landfill is burning, and it's heading closer to this radioactive waste dump where they just open the pit, throw all the stuff into it, and close it up. And of course, they can't dig it up and move it now.
And that is in Westboro?
St. Louis, Westboro.
Okay, St. Louis, Westboro. Isn't St. Louis one of those that has a... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm looking where I've got this hidden. I've got a whole link to it.
Well, you know what, Thor? I'm going to do something to allow you to throw that link up for everybody else. I'm going to...
No, not a wrench.
Yep, you got wrench. You got wrench.
God, I love that. Hey, appreciate that. It's just amazing that so few people realize what's really going on around here, and that what the mainstream media and television does to make you look sideways. This is ridiculous. There's a lot of problems here that are not being addressed.
Well, here's a quick question for you, Thor. Do you like magicians?
Yes, I do.
You know one of their biggest tricks?
I'm waiting.
Misdirection. They say, look at this hand, look, and all of a sudden it's gone. Whatever I was supposed to have in that hand is gone, but they're with the hand you're not watching, they're putting stuff in their pocket and then being like, okay, it's all gone. See, something that simple. It's an easy trick. They're getting everybody to watch what they want them to watch while they're pulling other shit in the background that we're not paying attention to. And anybody, alternative media like us right here, is basically trying to get the word out that there's more happening in the country than is Trump going to fuck over Hillary, or is Hillary going to actually manage to be the first woman president, blah, blah, blah. That stupid bullshit. It's already decided, guys. Sorry to say, your vote doesn't matter, so vote no confidence. It's that simple. But they're wanting you to pay attention to that shit instead of paying attention to like alternative media like us that are trying to get the truth out, trying to get like St. Louis, Westboro. I mean, I never got to go to St. Louis, and the only time I got close to it was whenever I jumped on a two-man rowboat all the way from Minnesota and traveled down the Mississippi. I mean, I was moving. I was actually moving. All my clothes and my items that I wanted were on that two-man rowboat, and I went down the Mississippi River. It took me about I'd say about a week, maybe 11 days to get all the way to Dubuque, Iowa. And there I started
Wow.
working at Labor Ready, and then I ended up working for Eagle Window and Doors, got a car, sold the boat, and everything just went fine after that. Basically, I was homeless at that time, but I managed to work off a two-man rowboat. I was warned, do not, if you get close to St. Louis, don't go there at night because you
Wow.
will be in danger. There will be people there that are very aggressive. And I'm like, okay. So when I get to St. Louis, which I was planning to, I was just going to travel all the way through it on that river, the Mississippi River, all the way down. I was planning to go all the way down to the ocean, but plans change. But I was not going to spend the night in St. Louis at all because the people that were telling me don't stay the night there or don't go there at night, I actually trusted.
We've been great for you to have a blog on that, in those days, have the video capabilities we do now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get off. I see that BRT's been on hold for 20 minutes. Let me let somebody else in here to talk.
Okay, I didn't know there was a hold, but okay.
Oh, you don't see it on hold?
There's only two people on attendee list that I can see right now. It's you and me. That's it.
Oh, BRT. What happened to you? I mean, you just posted on the channel and they've been on hold 20 minutes. Okay. All right.
Well, I'll say call back in BRT. We'll see what's up.
All
But
right. I'm going to get off. Much love to everyone and thank you, Links, for all you do.
oh, thank you guys. Without you guys letting us know what's happening in the world, we would never actually be able to let other people know. Basically, you guys are the show too.
One other thing I could kick up here, I'm working with Vince on the magazine, and we're attempting to get an interview with Cameron and Pete for the first issue, which comes out at the show in April in Atlanta. See everybody there.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you again, Thor. You have a great day.
I'm going to put that link up there. Thank you. Bye-bye all.
Bye. And back to jazz, guys. All right, BRT, get your ass in here. Get calling. But okay, here's the thing. There's a major concern right there. The fires, the smoldering fires, over there in St. Louis Westboro, that is getting closer to to toxic waste. What's going to happen whenever it gets there and starts releasing that toxic? It heats it up enough to release it into the air. Is St. Louis going to become another Fallout 3 or a Fallout video game type of place where you got to wear masks and stuff just to be able to be there? How many people will die? But mainstream media is not mentioning that right now because, well, it's not as big a news as who's going to be your next master. Honestly, guys, I don't know about the Denver Airport murals or Bank of America murals in Charlotte and Georgia. Well, I know the Georgia Guidestones a bit, but BRT, why don't you get up here, get in here, and go to the get into the show call, and we can talk about it. You can let me know. Christy Breet. What you went off on your sis again. When people don't want to listen to the truth, it is frustrating. It is annoying. Hell, go back a few of my videos. I was actually in tears thinking I was not making a difference. But thanks to a lot of you that responded, put comments in there, and it gave me a jump start. Pull up a video. What video? What do you want me to pull up? Or should I just do the Google Hangouts thing? All right, no more easy listening jazz. I'm just going to throw this out. Fuck it. If you're a troll, be warned, I might just decide to kick you out. But other than that, there's a way for you to jump in and talk to me specifically. Face to face, as it were, the best we can do this way. Oh, Equine, you can't do Google Hangouts. Okay, that's all right. Just call in then. The phone number, I'll type it in and let you listen to the hold music. Big B probably will beat me to the number, even though I'm a few seconds ahead. Number 575362. I mean, you guys could hear Thor pretty good, right? Cubby, you got it, man. All right, let's go look at that. Uh-oh. Now that is hold music, so yeah. Let's look at that video. That hold on. Okay, I guess we'll just go look at that video real quick. If I can look at the... No. Blood Raw Truth did not do that. So, I'll have to search for it. You said murals, right? Let's see what murals I can find. Creepy murals. Let's see. I'm just looking at this myself right now, guys. So no, it's all right, Christy. It's fine. But you know what? If people will not listen, if they want to remain ignorant, just get them to ask a question. Yeah, that's okay. Well, here is the occult symbols that are in the murals. Here, I'll screen share, and this will be my first time seeing them. So everybody else will be looking at it with me. Screen share. Present to everyone. All right, here we go. That is the mural. Huh. Now I'm still looking for occultist type of attitude on this. Everybody else seems to see occultist. I see what appears to be a freedom kind of person stuck in a box, being hung basically by puppet strings. I see a tree that could signify the forest fires and the way that the government's just not even giving a shit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there, but I don't see how it's an occultist thing. I mean, oh, yep, you guys are seeing me and looking at me. That's not a good thing. Let's go stop screen sharing. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I got everything going properly here. Pop out chat. All right, hit mute until I see somebody else come in. All right. Christy, your phone's dead. That's fine. Raw Truth is eating Brussels sprouts and asparagus. Interesting. I'm not going to put any other YouTubes on unless I control them because I don't want to get copyright infringement crap. Sorry about that. I'll go look at those later. Okay, Denver? Or okay, Thor? Sorry. Bleh. Now, let's talk about those possible mercenaries here. You know what? They don't have to be in uniform to still be here. A lot of people here in Burns-Hines, in the Harney County area, are scared to actually talk to other people about what's been happening. And I will flat out admit, I'm actually one of them. I don't want to talk to other people about what was happening, what's still happening, because honestly, I'm looking at it that, and I do say honestly quite a bit, but that's my habit or something. I look at it as they still have people here on the ground, but, you know, thank you, John Lennon. And thank you guys for watching. Honestly, without you guys watching and listening and being part of this, I honestly wouldn't have the heart to keep on going. Because I'm trying to wake people up, get people new information and stuff. I saw today a black SUV while I was dropping my wife off over at her at her parents' house so she can mutt sit. Here's the thing. When I was passing by that black SUV, I really looked at the people in there. And to me, just to me, it's just my own personal opinion, it looked like people, you know, full beard, a very neatly trimmed beard with a basic ball cap on. They looked like they were trying to be locals, but they weren't. You could almost tell that they just didn't really fit in. But that's me. That's where even my paranoia. I mean, every night I lock the door extremely securely because I'm afraid, I'm still afraid that sometime during the night it's going to get kicked in and I'm going to have to defend myself. Luckily, I have weapons within reach, bladed weapons, no firearms. I don't own any firearms yet. I'm thinking about getting some whenever I got enough money to put together. But again, living off of $500 a month does not allow you to get anything and still pay the bills. Luckily, got a little extra cash and was able to get this thing. John Lennon, I say to you, yes, the more and merrier. I say every single one of you here in the chat room, go. Start your own YouTube. Start broadcasting, even if it's just audio. I mean, seriously, you want to go audio? There's audio. There's lots of programs out there that you can just do audio, save it, turn around, upload it to YouTube, and have a picture there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You guys are part of the truth too. You guys are the truth because you're waking up. And that's the key. We're waking people up bit by bit. Mike is waking people up. Actually, he's waking a shitload of people up because, well, he's awesome. Spitfire, his what was it? Within the first minute of last night's show, he had over 100 viewers. Bam, like that. Actually, Mary Brown, what I'll probably get if I ever get a gun is something I know how to use very well. I'll get a 22. A lot of people are like, well, you can't do much damage with a 22. Yeah, my uncle, when I went out to go kill badgers out on the ranch, he said, you can't kill a badger with a 22. It was a 22 long rifle. Guess what? I was out there for about 2 hours. Minus the 2 or 3 badgers, because they got really thick skulls. Minus the 2 or 3 badgers that I know fell into their hole and slowly crawled deeper, and they died there. I came out with about 8 badgers all wrapped up in baling twine. Just to show them you can kill with a 22. So yeah, 22s, any of the projectiles. Hell, I'll even let you guys know. Here, let me. My wife has got a set of them. I'll be right back. Sorry about this, guys, but I had to go get them because they're in a very specific spot in my bedroom. These. You see these? Move back, forth, back. Yeah, there we go. These are my throwing knives. Yep, sorry. That, you guys are all deaf now, so just imagine what I'm saying to you. It is very well balanced. Very good throwing knives. They're dinged up because I use them. I practice with them. And I'm damn good with them. Throwing knives. When you see a blade coming at you or something, you want to duck. You don't need a heavy projectile like that. I've got a compound bow. I know how to make a sling, not a slingshot. I know how to make slingshots. Basically, I can make a lot of weapons, if I need to, that are not firearms. Firearms are awesome, but they run out of ammo extremely fast. Thank you, Thor. Now, for me, I'm looking at it very simply this way. Any of you, and I'm going to wait for the answer, but do any of you watch The Walking Dead? Okay, nice and quiet now. There you go, Roxanne. Oh, we've got a 937 caller. Hold on a moment. I'll unmute you. 937.
Hi, it's Equine.
Hey, Equine, I didn't think you were going to be able to jump in and say hi to anybody.
Well, I sure made sure I was able to. You can call me Becky.
Okay, Becky. Well, that I don't give out people's names unless they want to because some people be afraid to call in if they thought I was just going to give all their information right off the bat.
Not me. They can go by my house any day or not. Like Damien says, I'll flip them the bird.
There you go. Now, here's a question. Equine, do you watch The Walking Dead at all?
My son does, so obviously, yeah.
Now,
Call it
don't
TWD.
don't look at The Walking Dead as a big zombie thing. The zombies, in my opinion, are really cool. They've done a great job with it. But look at what they do to survive.
That's what I was actually calling in for. I'm actually pretty big on prepping. And I think it's necessary to be prepared so you don't have to get prepared.
Well, also look at one of the problems they have in The Walking Dead. This kind of goes with my whole thing of guns and everything are great, but unless you're willing to carry a crap load of ammo with you all the time, they're going to be useless to you. But a blade, I mean, I think it's in like the third or fourth season, they realize blade, it works just as well. In fact, better because it's quiet.
Damien showed us his big one last night, and he agreed with right along with you. And I do too. Ammo is going to run out. There's going to be a lot of guns and no ammunition.
Exactly.
And I believe in spears. That's kind of what we're doing here is homemaking bows, spears, anything. I even bought a slingshot on mine.
Now, there is a website, and I've got it on one of my other videos. It's called Primitive Technology.
Okay.
It's a guy who and Scott just absolutely loves this guy, Scott Schaller. Everybody loves Scott. So if you love Scott and he loves something, you're going to want to check it out anyways. This guy will actually make, he'll go out there with just his shorts and his shirt on, and he'll make things that will allow you to survive. He teaches you how to make a slingshot out of bark, or a sling out of bark. He teaches you how to make a hut out of mud. That is really nice. He teaches you how to make a kiln, how to make a stone axe. I mean, he teaches you all these things. He doesn't talk at all. You just watch what he does. And he teaches you.
Fires with the two different holes where the smoke won't come out, so where you can make a fire and cook your food and not be spotted.
I think he's got that too.
That's yeah. I love them type of shows.
And the
My
thing
is, when you bug out, you're not going to be able to bug out and stay in one spot. I mean, they're going to find you. You're going to have several spots for travel.
right, and for me, actually, one of these episodes I'm going to have probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to go through my bug out bag that is really heavy, but at the same time, it's got a lot of items, and I'm going to show what I have, what I'm prepared with, and what I really need. The lot of the items in there are just to make things easier on myself and more basically time savers. But I will actually break down what is really needed compared to what you can grab and what you all want. I have a large or an extra large A-frame Alice pack that is completely full. It is probably about 60 to 80 pounds of weight. The thing is, my wife's got a nice big duffel bag backpack kind of thing that she's got also. and we can grab those backpacks, put them on real quick, and we can walk in. It takes about 15, 20 miles, but we can disappear into those into the woods close to Burns and disappear and survive out there really good.
Ours are ready too, and we figured, Damien made a great point. A few turtles are going to die for a bowl or two to make plates. So be it. Everything we need is in the nature.
And if you think about it,
Survive.
no, yeah, to survive. The thing is,
Make clothespins out of a branch and cut the tip of it and split it a little bit. Hang your clothes up when you get wet.
yeah. Also, with those turtles,
No.
it's good meat too. So you got meat there, and you got a utility. You got a an object you can use for water. I mean, you can eat them, clean out the shell, and you've got a nice bowl.
Another key thing is them people with them big red first aid bags is going to be spotted. Don't put them in a big red bag. They're going to want your bag regardless.
Oh yeah,
You'll put a big red first aid bag on your back. I mean, you're just double targeting yourself.
my wife has her duffel bag is a kind of a dark tan, and mine is a military green Alice pack. So basically, it's hey, we're prepared and we can hide.
Yes, my main things in my bag were water filter, tourniquet, scalpels, blood clotting, anesthetic stuff, for bug bites, Aleve. You're not going to be able to get any kind of medicine anymore. You can find your own food. But anybody on prescriptions is going to be in trouble.
I am on prescriptions, but I've actually been finding alternative ways to deal with my diabetes. I'm not the diabetes that need to have the injection. I'm actually on pills, but I've actually got more energy now because I've been taking a tablespoon of coconut oil. That and
That
it,
oil's great.
I know I'm getting more energy. The meds are draining me, but when I'm taking the meds and the coconut oil, and all of a sudden, as you can see, I'm a lot more active than I used to be.
They had me on cholesterol meds.
Same
I
here.
decided I'm not going to get on a med. I changed my diet. It dropped. I felt better. A lot of them there's certain ones people can't wean off. But if you can wean off of them, wean off.
Hold on a second, Becky. I got a phone call from my wife. I'll be right back. Go ahead and let people know more stuff that you've got going.
Okay. Hey, you all there in the chat? Now I feel kind of stupid now that Lincoln is gone.
4-2.
But what we've been doing here is what I did was went online and found one of the big first aid packs
I'm sorry.
and found what it consisted of. And they're too expensive. So then what I did was just started buying each thing individually as I could at Family Dollar stores, wherever I went. From Band-Aids to blood clotting to bug bites. I bought everything that's in those expensive first aid and survival backpacks at half price. Then you can buy them all put together online. Just buy them individually.
All right, I just turned up the volume for you.
This stuff, they can barely hear me.
Yeah, I just turned up the volume for you.
Can you hear me now, Grady?
It's a few seconds. They probably will say so. But here is one thing that you all should recognize and know what this is, right? Tic Tac container. It's got a nice little, they seal pretty well.
Oh, yeah, for your matches?
Not just matches. You can put garlic powder in here. You can put onion powder in here. You will have your spices. And garlic and onion powder are really good for a healthy diet. Garlic is an antibiotic. It helps with your blood pressure. It helps with your it does a lot.
You could shove that full of dryer lint if you needed to.
Exactly. And these things, I mean, look how thin that is. I mean, this will be perfect to just put in your bag, full up of whatever item you're thinking you want, and then you just open it up, dabble a little bit of salt or whatever onto your meat that you're wanting to spice up a bit, or even just pour out a little bit into your hand and lick it up, and you've got the extra bonuses there.
I've actually not thought of that one, and I'm definitely going to start that. I bought some sealed containers, but not small like that. That'll fit in all the cracks and crevices of our bag.
Size is important, and being able to use space is important. That's one of the things my wife had asked about. Any of the videos that her and I've watched on prepping and stuff, we don't remember seeing one that actually says how to pack your bag properly.
My brother is, only a fourth of the people that try the Appalachian Trails make it from beginning to end. And my brother and his wife were one of them. And they had to weigh every tiny thing they put in their backpack, because they were carrying that baby day in and day out. Down to the ounce, they weighed how much their backpacks weighed. It's extremely important there. You can't take your whole house with you.
No, you can't, and that is one of the reasons. That is going to be the downfall of a lot of people. They're going to want to bring every item they consider a necessity. I'm sorry, your smartphones, your MP3 players, your iPads. I mean, those are going to be useless in survival situations. They will.
Yes, all of that. None of that is needed. None of that is needed. You're going to have to let go of all necessities. We already will not use any electricity unless need be. We use oil lanterns. We just got a 3K credit on our electric bill because we only will burn wood for heat and only turn on the heat high enough to keep the pipes from freezing. We're already trying to prepare ourselves at home by self-weaning ourselves off stuff.
There you go.
Unfortunately, that way it's not a big shock.
Unfortunately, okay, that's the primitive technology YouTube page right there that I just put in. But unfortunately, I live in assisted living, so I can't put a fireplace in. But I did find something to do, and I added extra stuff to it. This is just something for heat. Get this out carefully. Let me see if it shows it. Sorry. Got it.
You're fine.
Here we are. Now, you guys, nope, this way. Right here. I have, you put these little votive candles things, tea light candles, in here. It heats up. I even put this for any of the wax that drips off to be there. I got it to where this heats up really well.
Yes, and see what you're doing right there? You're practicing. This Stop in the chat just said a very good point. Watching all those videos is fine, but you really need to go out in your backyard and practice doing it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, now Disaster Survival Network, the one that Vincent Von Doom is, I think he's like the brainchild behind it and everything. Honestly, I'm wanting to find out where I can get a subscription. He says he'll give all of us the first edition, all of us talk show people. But you know what? I want to get a full year subscription, have it coming out to me every edition. I want to buy it. So I'm needing to find that information out. But I mean, he's going to have people doing the research, finding out information. Um, One other thing for me on my survival thing, I made this. What was it? Probably close to about 5 or 6 years ago. It's a nice. It's made out of jeans material, but try to get. It is a full-on robe slash cloak. This will actually keep you extremely warm for the whole if you're ever in the winters, anything. These things are warm as hell, and I made this just out of an idea in my head.
Nice, nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can make your own wax candles. There's so much you can make on your own. Oh, you look good there. There you go, Link.
Hold on. I got to do it properly. These are not the droids you're looking for. But yeah, this thing is extremely warm. I even put a snap on it right here. So I can just snap it, and it's good. It's set. And I got a nice billowy kind of. I need to close this up a bit so it'll be an extra pocket. But other than that, it's good.
Nice, nice. Loving it.
I mean, I will start doing survival stuff for people, and I'll be having other people come on and, like you, Becky, coming in and talking about what stuff you know.
Yes, I'm deep into it. Like I said to others, my husband always thinks it's because I live in fear. I am sick and tired of people saying I do it because I live in fear. I do not do it because I live in fear. It's because I know the truth. I'm awake. I know what's coming, and I'm damn sure going to try my hardest to fight against it.
In the end, you don't live in fear. You want to survive. There's a big difference right there.
Exactly. And ever since this Mark McConnell thing, I haven't been sleeping too well. So, you know.
I believe it. Now, why aren't you sleeping because of the Mark McConnell thing?
Because I had to block him because he wouldn't leave me alone. He kept pestering me.
Okay.
And because of the FBI calling my home. And it just kind of made me like I'm on their list now, watching me.
And your husband says that, or people are saying that you're living in fear. I'm sorry. Yeah, after something like that, I'd be afraid too. I had the FBI come to my place. And I'm still a little bit jumpy whenever I hear the knock on the door.
And you know, not many's taking it serious around me, but I am, because I see Pete sitting in jail for doing no wrong. If they want to find, I've never broken the law. Never. I've had traffic tickets. That's it. But if they want to find something to arrest me on, they will.
Oh, easy.
So I am taking it seriously, and we've got ATVs and our horses. I think if you got a horse, that's a great way to travel back roads, off the roads. You're going to have to leave that horse at some point in time, probably. But we're going to use our horses and our ATVs and take off in our truck.
Yeah. right there. And honestly, horses are one of the, if you know how to care for a horse properly, horses are something you're never going to have to sit there and go, okay, I need to find gas. You just let them graze for a while, let them rest a bit, and then you can keep going.
Yes, and look at what you can pack with on the back of a second horse behind you versus walking.
Exactly. I mean, it people are thinking nowadays type of technology. What do I need? I've got the suck straw or whatever it's called. I've got PDFs on my iPad that tells me what I need to do in a survival net area. You know what? That's
You
nice,
can use a
but
tampon for filter.
yeah, okay. It's basically you want to know a good natural filter. You need to have sand, gravel,
And
charcoal,
charcoal.
which you can make out of a fire. It's the pieces of wood that aren't fully burnt in a fire after it goes out. Break those, put those on the bottom. They will actually take a lot of the bacteria and the dirt out of it. And then once the water's there, you boil it, and that pretty much gets just about any of the other pesticides and stuff gone. And if you want even more, use a tampon. Use this damn thing. It's made out of cotton. Cotton's a great filter too. I mean, come on.
Exactly. That's the way I feel. Anything that you can make off the land, it's going to save you. You know, Damien made that great point. Who's going to take canteens and plates with them when you can kill a turtle, eat the meat, and you got a bowl right there?
Honestly, one of the reasons why I like that primitive technology guy is I've said over and over again, you drop me in the forest with this right here, my nice little double blade, little on attached to my belt thing. I've got a small blade for fine tune, and I've got a decent sized blade for bigger. Um, I can survive. Of course, I've been learning how to. The problem is sometimes you're not allowed stuff like this whenever you're running from people that want to kill you. So you have to learn to take things from the land. So I watched the primitive guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. You can make an axe, you can make a knife, you can make so many things from nature because nature's everywhere.
Exactly. Cubby's in there making a good point that I agree on too. Whenever you camp out at night, you need to have that perimeter around you.
Oh, yeah. One of the best things to do, and this may sound really bad to people, is if you're in a wilderness area and you're not sure about animals or something, make a line around your camp, probably about 20 feet out, and every once in a while, urinate, piss on the ground, because most animals will shy away from human smells, and that urine is very strong and it will actually deter a lot of animals. The animals that do ignore it are animals you got to watch out for, anyways. A bear that is angry, or a cougar, or even wolves. You watch out for things like that, but you respect nature and you can survive. Do not think that nature is going to give you what you want. Nature's going to give you what you work for. That's it.
Nature's rough. Nature's is not merciful at all. It's there, but you got to know how to use it. Another key thing, I think, we have a book on edible plants, and we keep it with us at all times, and we try to read it as much as possible so that we can tell the difference between what kind of berries to eat, which kind of berries to avoid. Same with mushrooms. There's so many plants out there and roots out there that you can eat that people don't take into consideration and starve to death.
Exactly. And if you don't know, here's a little thing. If you don't know if the plant is edible or not, what you do is you take a piece of that plant, a small piece, an itty bitty piece of it, eat it, and then wait for a few hours. And if you don't feel any ill effects, Wait a few more hours to see if it actually is a slow acting. Basically, wait anywhere between 12 to 24 hours before you're like, okay, it's edible. And then you can go after it.
I learned that on Naked and Afraid.
Oh, I don't. Naked and Afraid, what's that?
They put you out for 45 days. You're a man and a female, and they're completely nude, naked, and they're dropped off in a jungle or a desert, and they got to survive 45 days without anything. And they're naked. Bugs eating them up, rain,
Bugs, right there. You use mud. Bugs will actually
that's
not
what
go
they
after
did.
you. I mean,
They covered themselves in mud and slept.
there's a
That's
lot of
exactly
information
what they
there.
did.
There's so much information. You just have to find it before you can't get that information. Also, find out what's happening. Be warned ahead of time. That's what Eric Spitfire, that's what Jeff Sentinel, that's what Mike and I and Damien and other people that are all part of this Truth Network that we're trying to get going. Oh, that's a nice name, Truth Network. But anyways, we're trying to get you information so that you can see it coming before it's right at your front door and you're not prepared.
It's going to happen on a weekend where Monday's going to come and the bank won't be open.
Yep.
That's exactly how they're going to start it. It's going to happen on a weekend. You're going to go to withdraw money, and everyone's money is going to be gone. So that's why I don't use the bank. That's why I don't use credit cards. I'm not zoned into cable TV. I'm zoned into you guys now. You guys got me for good. Sorry about that, but you got me for good.
Hey, it's fine. And you've talked with your neighbors or your friends out there where you're at, and you're slowly waking them up too, right?
Absolutely. Like I told them, I've got a box of pocket constitutions on the way. I've been up to the state courthouse here in Ohio the last 3 weekends. They've had an awesome rally for Lavoie. I think it was someone on Damien's chat made a great point. He's going to campsites where he knows like-minded people are and educating them on what's going on and about our Constitution. When that Monday comes, the net is gone. The internet is gone.
Right. And the cell phones will be gone too.
Yes, you already need to have your meeting spot picked out, where you're going to meet with your family or the friends that you gathered up to bug out on. You need to have that meeting spot. What road are they going to travel to get there?
And you need to have 3 spots because one spot they may not be able to get to. The second spot they could be overrun or destroyed. The third spot, you have to have 3 different spots that you will check in and find if your group is there or not.
See, Lynx, I did not even think about that until last night on Damien's when he said they had like 3 or 5 spots. We have 1 spot, and it really made me think, boy, we are out of luck if that 1 spot's found.
Yeah.
Just and supply each spot, right?
Well, you supply it or you just hook up. I mean, because honestly, the 3 spots that I have is here at my place, at my in-laws' place, and an abandoned building that is extremely fortified that I can get into if I really needed to. Those are the 3 spots that I know of. But the thing is, I can't get supplies there very easily. What I can do is I can actually survive at any one of those spots because I've learned how to survive off of what's available. And that's one of the biggest keys. Any prepper out there, you can get the back of your truck filled with tools and food and everything like that. Sooner or later, you're going to have to go down to bare essentials because, well, the food's going to run out, the tools are going to break, and you're going to have to learn how to actually go with what you have available. You're not going to have the easy time. You can't run over to Walmart or to B&B or whatever outfitting place you have, and just uh, get new stuff. You're going to have to learn how to make your own stuff. The so, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say, the sheep that are asleep right now, they're going to be jumping us because we're the ones that are prepared and got the supplies. So that big truckload of stuff is not going to last long when you get caught up in a traffic jam or when you get a gang, running for you. You're going to be taken off with your bare essentials, necessities.
There's also the other aspect of it, very simply this way too. The more items you have, because we are a consumer, item-based society, you're going to want to keep a hold of those items as long as possible. If you start cutting down the items now, you start cutting off all unnecessary things, you'll actually find you didn't really need those things. Those are just fun to have on the side. I mean, I'm not going to run around and have a TV and my Xbox so I can keep entertained when things get boring. Hell no. I'm going to think about, okay, well, I can set up this water filtration system here instead. The more items you have, the more dead you will be. It's going to be that simple. The less items you have, the better chance you will have to survive.
Indeed, I agree. Well, much love to you. Love listening to you. Love listening to all of you. Appreciate the time you gave me on your show.
Oh no, I honestly think a lot of people got educated, and I know I learned a couple of things from you, and that's a great thing. Hopefully, you've learned a few things from me and the other people here.
Yeah. Most definitely, and I sure have. I love it. I'm looking at chat, and they're throwing out many ideas as we talk along. So, thank you, and I'll let somebody else call in for you.
All right. Thank you very much, Becky. And love having
bye.
you on, listening to us.
Take care.
Back to the jazz music. Gonna hit mute, and we're gonna just keep talking on this. Never. Oh, yeah, she left. It just let me know that. Well, guys, honestly, there's lots of information, and I'm starting to think maybe I will be talking about news that I find that I can vet or that I find interesting, and hoping that you guys can help me vet. But I'm actually thinking one of the best things I can do is wake you people up, wake up whoever I can with a bit of news. But if I wake you up and you still die because shit's going to hit the fan one way or the other, what about if I do a little part to wake you up, and then I do another little part on the same video, how to help you survive longer, how to make it so you can survive. You guys think that's actually a good idea, guys? I'll wait for an answer on there. Let's listen to some jazz while I'm waiting. All right. Well, there's my answer. People are emphatically saying yes. And I will start doing that because I might not know everything. I know enough to keep me and my family alive. In fact, I even know how to make sure a small community can survive. I know blacksmithing. I know animal husbandry. I know cooking. I know field dressing. I'm not going to be able to put a blacksmith here in the apartment or any of that, but I can walk you through. I can give you guys videos to be able to go watch for that. But I will give you information that I can teach right here so you guys can watch. and I will give you guys basically learning what the bare necessities are that you're going to need. So I honestly think this will be a good thing. I mean, I really do appreciate everybody listening to me and watching me and interacting with me. It's great because right here, this is going to be your strongest weapon you have. Right here, your intelligence, what you have learned, what you know, and what you can figure out how to do. Those will be the things that'll actually be the best for you. So, seek the truth, speak the truth, and be the truth, and survive. I am going to cut this off and say thank you. You all have a great day, and I need to start getting dinner ready. So, you all have a great night. Go back to Damien, listen to him. We are all in this together, people. We are not alone. You have me, you have Damien, you have all those people in the chat room, even the damn trolls. You honestly think that they're in here because they want to cause problems? They're in here because they kind of really want to know what the truth is. But they're afraid of it, so they say bad things. So we'll teach. And I'll even go with the old Bible thing. I'm not extremely religious. I'm spiritual, but not religious, but it is true. Give a man a fish, and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll eat for a lifetime. So I'm going to try to teach you guys as much as I can so that you can survive and eventually come to wherever you're going to go. And I will put out an invitation. When shit hits the fan, find me. For I will be doing my best to make a community that can withstand all that the enemy can send at us. I'll be your leader just because I know I can be. Not because I want to be, but because I know I can help people survive. So I'm going to say good night, guys. Y'all have a great day, and hopefully this didn't last too damn long. Oh, shit. Ha! An hour and a half. Good job. You guys had me talking for so damn long. Thank you for all our visitors, Thor and Becky, and thank you for listening. Y'all have a great night.